Hello everyone, and welcome. It's me, Dark Ephemera, Dark Arts and Crafts, and this is my ASMR quiet talking channel. Let's talk quiet. Let's lose our librarian voices now. And I'm going to show you some more of my Godzilla figure collection. And that's what this channel is about mostly, though I do have other figures. I will be working my way through all of them, but right now I'm in the middle of a giant check to see what I have, because I recently added quite a few to my collection and then I got very confused as to what I did or did not have. Well, past few weeks it's been all kinds of figures, and now here's some straightforward Bandai figures. That's what we got. So I didn't know how to show you my collection, so I kind of grouped them by manufacturers to a certain degree. So we saw a lot of my Playmates ones. Now these are Bandai and they are called Movie Monster Collection. And let's start with one that still has its tag. Mecha Godzilla from the last few movies with the shoulder pack. The character was called Kiryu, I think, something like that. Kiryu. I should have googled that before But the tag is still on it. So there's a great picture of the character. It's all in Japanese. They do say Mecha Godzilla 2004. And Movie Monster series. So when I bought these, they were not in any packaging. They just would have this tag stuck in their necks. You kind of have to... I cut it as short as I can and then try to push the rest of it back in. It's a lot more lightweight because it feels like hollow plastic. I don't know if you can see that. I can squeeze his thigh. Ooh, because it's hollow. Arms move. Head left and right. Nope, nothing on the legs. And the tail swishes back and forth. Is there a middle section? No. I pretty much thought that there was some red on him. I don't see anything in this picture. And I also thought that the backpack, I think in the first movie, it was like blue. It was like a clear color. Oh, I didn't realize how much they look like guns. Ugh. At one point in the movie, which one was it? I think it was just called Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, and he had this backpack thing that detached, and yeah, I think in probably some of the fancier models, you could probably get something like that. I can well imagine a larger figure, larger, more expensive figure, having that ability to remove the pack. This one is also from the Movie Monster series. It is obviously Millennial Godzilla with the very long spines and the purples in color from the movie Millennium. Arms just kind of go back and forth. Don't have much shoulders to talk of. And these big old chunky legs. Look at those fat chubby knees. I love it when there's detail on the bottom of the foot. So probably just because his spines are purple, this is my favorite Godzilla. And also, this is where we start getting those neck flares, I guess. I don't know. Well, maybe when I just started noticing them. I think they're really cool. There's another movie where they really enhance it. It's like super obvious. Yeah. Oh, this is cool. Put him down. Now, I think there was several series. There's another series of movie monsters coming out from Bandai, and there's different versions of Anguirus. So I like that the spines are forward. It means when he rolls up in a ball, he's rolling backwards. So, legs move. It's kind of in a ball joint. This doesn't move. I mean, there's no articulation. Again, soft, hollow plastic. (2004). Some good detail. Let's see what the bottom of his feet look like. Pretty good. Anguirus is always one of my favorites. He's so put upon. Like, he's clearly capable of sitting on a house, but people are like, oh, he's not that big of a deal. Okay, we have another small one. And then I'm going to have to clear the decks for the large guys. King Caesar. What can I say? He should walk on all fours like a dog. I don't understand why he's standing. Oh, right, guy in a suit. Legs move. Be walking. The waist turns. Look at that. This does not feel as soft, and I'm wondering if this is even from the Movie Monster collection. Bandai 2013. I don't know. The jewel at the top. That's weird. Okay. And we're going to start with this guy. Mothra as a baby. Look at the blue eyes. Remarkable detail, I think, in the face. The body, yeah, that's cool. Creepy little claws here, and then I don't know what, suckers? I'm not sure. This is not soft at all. Hard as a rock, and again, I don't know. Let me see. Bandai 1991. Okay. So, from what I see, Bandai puts out waves, and then they might release the same character, like Mothra larva, and it would be slightly different, but you gotta collect them all. So, as I was going through my collection and thinking, oh, I'd like to recreate some scenes from movies, I realized that I have to get another larva because Mothra's babies were often born as twins. Weird. So there's a couple of movies where there's two of them. And then here, a really nice Mothra. Soft sort of vinyl. And again, kind of hollow. but the head turns. There's no other articulation. The wings don't move. The wings only bend. They're not jointed. And this one was the movie 2004. This was the movie monster collection. I love this. I love that Mothra's body is large. In the new movies, the American movies, Mothra just has huge wings and is a tiny little body. It makes the figures kind of strange. I don't know. This is like my favorite Mothra. And there's one of her babies, and she's like, I always have twins. And they're always girls. Yeah. Okay. So let's move these guys out of the way. These are great figures. I think you can get these for about $25 here and there. And I think that's a good price just to have some fun times with some figures. Whee! Okay, I needed the space because I got the big guys coming out. What's that noise? Did you see his shadow? Here he comes. Ew. That's it. Mecha King Ghidorah. I mean, holy cow, it's huge. I can't even get that close to it. Metallic wings. Articulation in the weirdest way, like swank, swank, swank. Maybe that's the way it was in the movie, I don't know. Two tails with metal tips. Not even back and forth. Legs with metal booties. Also, back and forth. Head, you gotta be kidding me. That's not going anywhere. Ooh, that's so weird. And this one. Which is cool. Yeah. Turning King Ghidorah into a robot. That doesn't sound like a good idea. But this is a very cool figure. I like how it's sort of proportional to, let's see, this Godzilla. Ghidorah was always a tiny bit bigger, mostly because he could stand taller. So it's a good proportionality. I think it's fine. I think Mothra in this bunch was a little small, and who knows. And now let's make room for the other big guy. Here he comes. Oh my goodness. Slowly shuffling over. Yep. This is Biolante. Look at it. In, I believe the video game that I play refers to this as attack mode. So it's not a big flower, it's not a big rose, but this is the attack mode. Some cuckoo articulation in the tentacles. Oh look, there's mouths at the end of the tentacles. What? There's no other legs to speak of. Jaw doesn't move. Permanently open. That awesome red stuff on the chest. That's very cool. The color is very uniform. Like if it had a little highlight, it would look a little less. But I mean, the build is amazing. The sculpt is amazing. The detail, the whatnot. These creepy vines all over the place. It's fantastic. Of course, there's darts. You know what? I have a point to make. Let me cross my arms while I contemplate upon that. How would they fare? One wonders. Okay, so these are all Bandai. This one's from 2017. This one's fairly new. And again, squishy. So from what I could tell, these ones that I just showed you were all from Bandai's Monster Movie Collection. And some of these figures are really large, like this one, but they're proportionate. I believe that they're proportionate to how big Anguirus is, for instance. Well, actually, I think Anguirus is a lot smaller, but they're all within the 6 or 7 inch range, and I think that's pretty cool. I question whether or not this one is definitely a Bandai, but he's made out of a harder plastic, so it's kind of odd. King Caesar. And my favorite buddy here, Millennium G-Man. And Kiru. Yep. Everybody loved Kiru in Final Wars. And this most excellent looking. I wish somebody would have, like, they could clip him on somewhere. I'm sure that'll happen one of these days. And where's my Mothra larva? There we go. So here's a few figures from my collection. Hope you had fun looking at them. Hope I was able to give you enough detail. Sorry, I don't always know about, I buy a lot of stuff from toy shows, secondhand toy places and collectible toy places, so they don't always have a box. There's a few items that I bought, like this guy. I know he's definitely a movie monster, and Biollante and Mothra I bought fairly recently, just online through Amazon, I think, but other places have all sorts of stuff. I do feel like maybe this was silver in the second movie. The first movie, he had the absolute zero freezing chest thing. That was so funny. Okay, well, it's a jumble. All right, well, I guess that's it. This jumble of random things from my collection. Like I said, I'm trying to reorganize and make some solid lists as to what I already own, and that way I would know when I can go to a toy show what sort of things I'm missing. And a great place to see where you might be missing some things is the Wikizilla, which I think I'm going to leave a link to. I think I've left a link to it in all my videos so far, but basically that tells you what toys came out, and then you can see what you're missing. And I think in one of these, one character that I would love to have a nice inexpensive 6-inch-ish figure, something that goes with this, is Hedorah, and I think he's due to come out. I'm going to confuse you. Also, it would be really nice to get like the rose version of Biollante, but at any rate, there'll always be making more. They'll always be making more. So, anyway, thank you again. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you had a nice time looking at my toy collection as much as I had showing it to you. Any rate, have a great day. This is Dark Ephemera saying Happy Halloween, everybody.